Hello, dear friends. There is a saying in India: the brighter your light, the closer you get to nirvana, and the more demons show their ugly faces. Opinion piece: Blue Spring, intense energy, increased absurdity, controlled narrative. Nothing is what it seems. Let's start. Blue Spring in the Northern Hemisphere symbolizes rebirth, with blue representing calm, melancholy, or depth. In song lyrics, it refers to an intense and nostalgic laugh, or a fresh, emotional face. In Japanese, it refers to a state of freshness and growth, equivalent to the spring of humanity. We have just passed through another wave of intense energy, reflected in the Schumann resonance, according to Drew 86. Our timelines and realities shift with every breath, becoming more powerful with intention and concentrated energy. The energy rises, unleashing a show of constant transformation with the matrix. The absurdity will be further accentuated by witnessing the system's collapse. Last weekend, we had an intense flower moon, but we will experience 2 full moons in May 2026. The flower moon followed by a blue moon. These celestial shifts are highly activating for those aware of their power. Intention and action are key to absorbing them. All the old rules of the game has become obsolete. New rules are being written. It is easier than ever to break old contracts, karma, and energetic ties. But you must do it yourself. No one can do it for you. Not a Reiki healer, not a holistic therapist, not an energy waker, not a channeler, not any external guide. Teachers, mentors, and healers can help and guide you, but they cannot complete your inner work. That is also why spiritual warfare is rampant, especially with the awakened community. Distortion, distraction, and discouragement abound, attempting to prevent those on the path from advancing toward higher consciousness. The matrix now survives on a single fuel source, energy extracted from human beings trapped in lower level of consciousness and dystopian timelines. The matrix loses its energy source as more human beings raise their consciousness. What we are witnessing is the slow physical agony of the old society, giving way to the new earth. It is like watching a frigid winter slowly transform into warm, sunny spring day. Bifurcation. This is the time of separation, of bifurcation, of threshing the wheat, in which the evildoers leave the scene and those who intend to build a new earth, a world that focuses for everyone, move forward, says Steve Biko. The coalition is allowing each problem to fester, hoping that the population will eventually rise up and welcome intervention. Our world will work for everyone after the ascension, because of the love in which we will be immersed from then on. Not a single harmful thought will arise in our minds. The universal councils, which establish the norms for interaction between civilizations, have decreed that the reign of darkness on the planet is over, once and for all. The available help does not include actions within the reach of Earth's inhabitants. It is the responsibility of the people to take legal action to prosecute proven wrongdoers. Ascension will be like a high-pressure hose that will blow away everything that remains. Darkness will not remain with us much longer. Great changes. Many things are happening. According to James Gilliland, we are being bombarded by X-class flares, transmission from coronal holes, and enormous energy beams from Cygnus and other unknown sources. There are significant planetary alignments that point to exponential social, economic, and physical changes. The Pleiadians are bending time, which will help us overcome some of this. It appears that human rights advocates are intensifying their efforts to detain those at the highest levels. An emergency transmission is expected soon, with disruption and eventually blackout of communications and the power grid in some areas due to weather conditions, solar activity, or plant outages. These events are already underway. Our major social and economic changes with a new system of government that will soon be installed. The old guard is falling. We are regaining our freedom. The King's visit is a farewell celebration marking the return to republic and common law. The Pleiadians continue to discuss how different groups will work in the process of awakening and healing. Some will introduce universal law. Others will bend time. Others will focus on healing and education, a new physics, and clarifying the origin of humanity and religion, with methods of ascension. In short, everything we need to make a quantum leap in evolution. As one gains popularity, reaches more people, heals or liberates them, and becomes a threat, attacks increase unless they sell their soul to the controlled narrative in exchange for fame and fortune, or eventually become the undead. It is all a controlled narrative. Every institution is controlled by dark forces, both visible and invisible. They have their henchmen to make your life miserable. Why would an ascended master or an advanced being from another world work with people of questionable morals and integrity, and in some cases disillusional nature? Nothing is what it seems. We live in a controlled narrative at the top of which dark forces are in free fall. The masks are falling. The curtain is being drawn back, and the realms of darkness are collapsing. There is no longer a grey area, but a fork in the road between worlds. Those who want to control, dominate, and profit at the expense of humanity are spiraling downward. Those who wish to live a spiritual life of service to others in harmony with the earth and with each other will prevail. They are ascending, taking personal responsibility, healing, releasing themselves from the past, and adapting to the new frequencies. The universe will resolve everything, despite illusions and denials. Most religions try to sell you an external God that already resides within you. Most ufologists try to sell you an external extraterrestrial when the entire universe is within you. The true history of Earth is a series of colonies from the stars. You are the God and the extraterrestrials you seek. You will find God and beings from other worlds beyond fear, guilt, unworthiness, and the illusion of separation. Reflections. There is so much more to reveal, purify, and transmute. The wave of light will not stop until humanity enters fifth-dimensional reality. With each burst of light, we get much closer. Every human being has the choice to step out of darkness and into the light, where their true power resides. Leave fear behind and enter the golden age, because no one can take it away from you, say Megan and Valnek. According to Cryon, the new energy cannot be understood with old assumptions. We must let go of old patterns, verify with discernment, and open ourselves to a different perception. The idea is that human consciousness is changing, and with it, the way we see reality is also changing. Reality is on the verge of a significant transformation. The revelation of corruption, the unraveling of false narratives, and the rise of truth are signs of this change. These are not isolated events, but rather interconnected threads in the tapestry of collective awakening, according to Celia Wilder. According to Craig Woods, we are the verge of a true and lasting change. Although there are individuals in power who resist the changes taking place in the collective consciousness, they cannot stop what is coming. The power of divine consciousness always prevails over darkness in the end. According to Diane Catherine, many people are dealing with long repressed issues, but they resist the process. Instead of acknowledging their emotions, they may project them outward, onto politics, onto their loved ones, or onto whatever target feels safer. This creates a destructive energy that builds up and becomes overwhelming for sensitive people. The world is at war with consciousness. It affects every country, continent and region of the planet. No one is immune. The effects of decisions made by those in positions of power, spiritual, financial, and otherwise, are being felt. Physical and mental awareness is being felt worldwide, and many are confused and bewildered about what it all means, according to Victoria Crochains. Is life a gift or a test, a dream or a nightmare, destiny or a rite of passage? Life can be a test or a gift, or both at once. Either way, it is a divine creation, and we are here for a reason. To remain true to ourselves and become the best version of ourselves, to transcend into something better, according to Laura Aboli. Greg Braden speaks of the Earth's acceleration process along of a path of evolutionary change, with the human species linked by choice to the Earth's electromagnetic fields, following the same path through a process of cellular change. As a result of conscious and deliberate evolution, Earth will no longer tolerate disharmonious patterns of fear, hatred, polarized judgment, or belief systems from an obsolete paradigm. Many people are waiting for the moment when we will easily enter our new solar crystalline light body and instantly shed the old destiny. What people don't understand is that this shedding is already happening, step by step, as we become able to hold more light and our hearts are open. We will experience accelerated changes in the few years remaining until 2032. This is a process that is constantly monitored by your highest guides, the Ascended Masters and the Divine Source, according to Judith Castle. And that's all for today. Thanks a lot, dear friends.